I've paced the edges of the maps that men have drawn in ink, and stood upon the precipice, the very ragged brink of everything I thought I knew about the human soul, until I felt a tidal wave beyond my own control. L'amore non ha muri, né catene, né confini. It flows through every valley and the gardens of the pines. I've searched for definitions in the dusty ancient books, but found the only answer in the way your spirit looks, expanding like the universe in every direction, a flawless and intangible celestial connection. The geometry of passion is defying every rule. This is a boundless love, a sea without a flaw, an infinite horizon with an ever-distant shore. It swallows every mountain, it survives the desert heat, the rhythm of a masterpiece in every single beat, vast and uncontainable, the ultimate renewal. Nessun oceano è profondo quanto questo sentimento. It's stronger than the granite and the winter's coldest wind. I'll wrap my devotion like a blanket around your heart, in a world that tries so desperately to pull us both apart. I'm shedding every limitation, every narrow thought, giving up the battle that my ego always fought. We are crossing every border without a passport or a name. Two separate flickering candles merged into a single flame, breaking through the barricades of prejudice and time, ascending to the summit that the angels dare to climb. The blueprint of our union is a sacred grand design. This is a boundless love, a sea without a flaw, an infinite horizon with an ever-distant shore. It swallows every mountain, it survives the desert heat, the rhythm of a masterpiece in every single beat, vast and uncontainable, the ultimate renewal. No limits, no ceilings, no endings in sight, a supernova burning through the middle of the night, from the depth of the canyon to the edge of the sky. This is the power that will never, ever die. Sense of fine, open, boundless. The walls. Sense of fine, open, boundless. This is a boundless love, a sea without a flaw, an infinite horizon with an ever-distant shore. It swallows every mountain, it survives the desert heat, the rhythm of a masterpiece in every single beat, vast and uncontainable, the ultimate renewal. Boundless, amore, no end, always, always. Unbreakable and stubborn as the roots of an old oak, I survive the heavy pressure and the suffocating smoke. There is an engine in my center that refuses to decay, driving me toward the challenges of every coming day. La forza dell'anima non conosce la sconfitta. The path toward the future is noble and is dritta. I've been forged in the furnace and tempered in the ice, paying for my character with a very heavy price. An indestructible lighthouse in a chaotic wild sea. The definition of what it means to be truly free. The roar of the lion is awakening the soul. Unleash the mighty spirit, the giant in the bone. A power and a presence that is uniquely our own. Stronger than the iron, tougher than the diamond stone. The courage of the many in the heart of one alone. Resilient and fierce, we are taking full control. Niente può fermare la marcia dell'eroe. With the wisdom of the sages and the power of the boy, I will lift up the mountains if they stand within my way. For the strength of the spirit is the order of the day. I am the master of the storm and the captain of the deep. I have many miles to go and many promises to keep. My willpower is a weapon and my kindness is a shield. To the forces of the darkness I will never, ever yield. Mighty, holy, strong, this is where we belong. Power in the voice, power in the choice. In the strength of our being we eternally rejoice. I am, io sono spirit mighty. The frequency of two becoming a singular sweet chord, a peaceful resolution that we finally can afford. No more dissonant notes or the clashing of the keys, just the perfect alignment of the cosmic melodies. L'armonia perfetta tra la terra ed il cielo, We have removed the static and the heavy, bitter veil.
The bass and the treble are in a perfect holy blend, a musical relationship that will never have an end.
Matching every vibration, every ripple, every wave in the sanctuary of the music that we both crave.
The universe is humming in a sympathetic tone.
This is pure harmony,
the balance of the spheres,
the ending of the conflict,
and the drying of the tears.
two voices intertwined,
Like the colors of the light,
merging into a singular,
magnificent and bright,
beautiful
and balanced,
the greatest peace we've known. Ogni nota è un mattone nella casa dell'amore,
a structure built of music and the rhythm of the
the
heart.
tenor and the soul queen in a duet of the air.
Writing the final sentence on the very last page. It's the sound of the silence when the song is exactly right.
The ghost of the melody that lingers in the night.
We are the tuning fork for the spirit of the world, watching as the flag of peace is brilliantly unfurled.
The one sound,
One life,
one soul,
one soul.
we have finally reached the ultimate goal.
No more division, no more separate ways. The symphony of unity
For the rest of our days.
Harmonia, harmonia,
Pure,
harmonia,
one
harmonia, harmonia,
pure,
harmonia, harmonia,
pure,
harmonia, There's a furnace in my spirit that is fueled by every scar, a chemical combustion that has traveled very far. I'm walking through the embers of a love that didn't yield, carrying my passion like a dented iron shield.
Il mio petto è un vulcano pronto ad esplodere. The mercury is climbing and I'm beginning to see that the only way to live is to consume the very doubt and let the inner furnace put the winter lanterns out. We are the fuel and we are the flickering orange flame.
Life will never look or feel
Or ever be the same. The temperature is reaching a point of no return. Feel the burning heart, a sun within the chest, putting every cold and bitter memory to rest, incinerating sorrow with the heat fuoco della vita brucia ogni oscurità. We'll forge a new existence from this intense reality.
The metal of our character is tempered in the heat until the transformation is officially complete.
I'll be the spark that strikes against your flint of solid stone,
until we have a bonfire that the world has never known. No water can extinguish what is written in the blood. We'll survive the freezing drought and the overwhelming flood,
casting long and dancing shadows on the walls of ancient halls,
responding to the urgency of the volcano's calls.
The smoke is rising upward to the temple of the sun.
Feel the burning heart, a sun within the chest, putting every cold and bitter memory to rest. Incinerating sorrow with the heat of pure desire, walking through the center of the purifying fire. Fierce and incandescent, let the spirit burn.
It's the heat of the soul,
It's the lava in the vein
the only type of pleasure
that is worth the heavy pain.
burn brighter than the neon,
Burn hotter than the thorn,
until the rivers of our passion overflow the deepest gold.
thump, thump,
A walk on burning heart.
I feel the burning heart, a sun within the chest, putting every cold and bitter memory to rest. Incinerating sorrow with the heat of pure desire, walking through the center of the purifying fire. Fierce and incandescent, let the spirit burn.
Burning heart,
Burning heart,
fuoco,
ablaze,
burning.
Solitary diamonds glisten upon the frozen velvet plains, where shadows dance beneath the weeping willow's silver veins. I carry whispers of 1,000 summers in my palm, seeking the sanctuary within this ancient hollow calm.
Il vento porta i segreti di un'epoca ormai svanita. The mountain speaks in rhythms of a long forgotten vita. I stand upon the precipice of destiny's sharp edge, to offer every heartbeat as a solemn sacred pledge.
Gravity dissolves beneath the weight of our shared gaze,
Navigating through the
shifting labyrinthine maze. Stars collide in silence as we breach the atmosphere. This is the eternal echo ringing through the halls of time, a symphony of stardust, resonant and most sublime. transcendent, the vibration never dies.
Senti come vibra la terra sotto il nostro grande amor.
I carve your name into the marble of the emperor's door.
No ocean is too deep to drown the fire.
In my chest I find my home within the rhythm of your spirit's rest.
I'll paint the dawn in shades of indigo and burning gold,
to tell the stories that the prophets never quite foretold.
Your resonance is pulling every fiber of my being.
Beyond the boundaries of what the mortal eyes see,
Mountains crumble slowly into grains of golden sand, guided by the steady pressure of a ghostly hand.
the frequency of heaven is finally drawing near. This is the eternal echo ringing through the halls of time, a symphony of stardust, resonant and most sublime, voices intertwining like the ivy on the stone. In this cathedral of the soul, we are never more alone. Endless and transcendent, the vibration never dies.
Through the thunder, through the crashing of the tides, where the essence of our legacy
forever resides.
it is written in the ether,
It is carved upon the sun.
the journey of
The many merged into the power of the one. Listen to the ripple
Can you feel the pulse?
past the edge of darkness.
Life begins again.
This is the eternal echo ringing through the halls of time,
A symphony of stardust,
resonant and most sublime, voices intertwining like the ivy on the stone. In this cathedral of the soul, we are never more alone. Endless and transcendent, the vibration never dies.
the echo lingers.
Eternamente. Always. Forever. In the quiet of the pantry, when the house is fast asleep, I have many promises that I've struggled hard to keep. I whisper to the rafters and the shadows on the wall, a plea for some assistance so I don't stumble or fall.
Una preghiera muta sale verso l'alto ciel. Beneath the heavy texture of this earthly dusty veil, I don't need the liturgy or the incense or the gold,
just a simple conversation that the prophets once foretold.
The language of the longing is a dialect of sighs,
Transparent and authentic in the great Creator's eyes.
The frequency of heaven is a soft and taller hum. This is my secret prayer,
The one I never speak,
the strength that I am finding when I'm feeling at my weak. A private bridge of light
between the human and divine,
where the water of my struggle turns to
sacrificial wine,
deep and internal, until the answers come. Dio ascolta il grido del cuore tormentato.
The architecture of the soul is finally updated.
I'm building a cathedral in the center of my mind,
where the mercy of the ages is the only law I find.
It's the letter that I'm writing, but I'll never ever mail. The courage to keep going when my human efforts fail.
I'm folding up my spirit like a napkin at the feast,
looking for the dawning in the purple glowing east. A communion of the silence that is louder than a shout,
removing every shadow of a lingering dark doubt.
The miracle of listening is beginning to unfold. This is my secret prayer,
the one I never speak,
the strength that I am finding when I'm feeling at my weak. A private bridge of light
between the human and divine,
where the water of my struggle
turns to sacrificial wine,
deep and internal, until the answers come. It doesn't need a pulpit,
it doesn't need a pew.
it's the only type of message
that I'm never gonna lose.
Listen to the vibration,
listen to the grace,
the sacredness of being in this holy quiet space. Amen.
Preghiera.
Secret faith. This is my secret prayer,
The one I never speak,
the strength that I am finding
when I'm feeling at my weak.
a private bridge of light
Between the human and divine,
where the water of my struggle
turns to sacrificial wine,
deep and internal,
until the answers come. Secret prayer.
segreto.
Peace. Across the vast horizon, where the desert meets the sea, I heard a clarion call that was awakening the free. Broken crowns are scattered in the canyons of the brave, while the banner of the righteous starts to gallantly wave.
Il ruggito del leone sveglia tutta la città. We march toward the glory of a new reality.
reality.
Justice is the compass that is pointing to the north, as the soldiers of the morning bravely venture further forth, igniting every beacon on the cliffs of destiny, writing out the pages of our vibrant history. The drums of revolution are beating in our veins. Sing the golden anthem for the heroes of the world. Let the flag of victory be brilliantly unfurled. A thunderous ovation for the triumph of the heart. The ending of the struggle is where the new adventure starts. Loud and everlasting,
We've broken all the chains.
non c'è muro così alto che non possiamo superare.
We will cross the raging rapids and the canyons of despair.
With a sword of iron logic and a shield of sturdy faith,
We will hunt the ghosts of sorrow
and every lingering ray. I will raise my voice until the foundations start to shake.
for the sake of every promise that we didn't dare to break.
A billion burning torches rising upward to the sky,
As we look the face of tyranny directly in the eye.
the fever of the courage is a flame that never dies. Look at the reflection of the sun within our eyes. We are dancing in the wreckage of the old and rusted faith. Sing the golden anthem
For the heroes of the world.
Let the flag of victory
Be brilliantly unfurled.
the thunderous ovation for the triumph of the heart. The ending of the struggle
Is where the new adventure starts.
loud and everlasting.
We've broken all the chains.
Victory is ours, the summit is in reach. Hear the lessons that the sages used to teach. Power, glory, honor, might.
We are the guardians of the everlasting light. Left, right, the march continues. One soul, one song.
Sing the golden anthem
For the heroes of the world.
Let the flag of victory
Be brilliantly unfurled.
the thunderous ovation,
For the triumph of the heart.
the ending of the struggle
Is where the new adventure starts.
loud and everlasting.
We've broken all the
The
chains.
anthem of Victoria.
We Across the tapestry of lifetimes, I have traced your silhouette. In every dusty corridor and place we haven't met yet. A pool of ancient magnets drawing iron from the clay. I've waited through the centuries just to see you here today.
Il filo del destino ci lega oltre ogni confine, through the tangled thorns of history and the bitter sharp rubine. I recognized your spirit by the flicker in your eyes, a spark that lived before the world and never truly dies.
Gravity is helpless when the stars have made their choice.
I hear the cosmic resonance within your golden voice. The blueprint was engraved upon our hearts before our birth. We are the faded souls dancing on the edge of time. Two independent verses forming one perfect rhyme. Written in the planets, carved into the granite deep, a promise that the universe was always meant to keep. Colliding in the shadows, awakening the earth. Non esiste distanza che possa separarci ormai. I've sailed across the Styx and back beneath the crimson sky to find the other half of what was severed long ago. In the garden where the lilies and the white gardenias grow.
It's more than just a feeling, it's a structural command. I feel the map of future years etched into your hand. We are the convergence of 1,000 different streams, merging in the ocean of our synchronized dreams.
The clockwork of the galaxy is spinning in our favor.
A vintage wine of providence that we were meant to savor. The chains of chance are broken by the strength of what we feel. We are the faded souls dancing on the edge of time. Two independent verses forming one perfect rhyme. Written in the planets, carved into the granite deep, a promise that the universe was always meant to keep. Colliding in the shadows, awakening the earth.
It was inevitable, it was